Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we'll be starting with public health dentistry, and the first topic I've picked up is water, and after that, biomedical waste. So, starting from the important topics in water, the first one being the potable water. So, as we all know, water is a vital environmental factor for good oral health. So, potable water is basically defined as water that is free from pathogenic bacteria, free from chemical agents, harmful chemical agents, pleasant to taste, that is free from color and odor, then it should be useful for all domestic needs. Yes. Now, usually 1 to 2 liter per head per day water is needed for survival. Now, uses of water, domestic purposes, public purposes like cleaning streets and so on, industrial uses in factories, power production, carrying away waste. Here you can also talk about the consumption of water depends on climatic condition, habits of people, standard of living. All right. Now sources of water. This is very interesting. So first is the rain, then is the surface water, then is the groundwater. All right. Now, rain, you all know water cycle. In surface water, we have impounding reservoirs, rivers and lakes, or rivers and streams, ponds and lakes, and seawater. Over here in pounding reservoirs, there are artificial lakes or constructed dams, and in these areas, since the water is draining into a reservoir, a catchment area, so there is a long duration for which the water is standing. So there is more chance that there is going to be algae growth. All right, in river and streams, it is very unfit for drinking because it is grossly polluted, and so it is unfit. Yeah, and ponds and lakes, the reason is because it has a lot of microorganisms, and it has the contamination of all sorts. All right, then seawater, it is usually very unfit for drinking because it has high salt content. Around 3.5% of the salts is present in the solution, and which will lead to many other problems. Now in groundwater, this is important. Now the rainwater which percolates into the ground is called as groundwater, and it is highly useful, and it is the most commonly used source from which the water is derived for human consumption. Then there is just one disadvantage, that it is very high in mineral content, that it has salts of calcium and magnesium, which render the water hard. All right, and also it requires some pumping action or rearrangement for the drifting or for lifting up the water. But however, it is likely to be very free from pathogens, and it requires very less treatment for disinfection. And yeah, so this is done. Now since groundwater, we usually take it from a deep well or a shallow well or a tube well. All right, so the difference between a tube well and a shallow well, I'll discuss in another video. So thanks for watching. Do follow for the series. Thank you.